All right, let's dive in. Today, we're taking a deep dive into Our Reflections.
Now reflections.
Yeah, it's a Rwandan marketing agency, but that that description really doesn't do them justice. They've
Oh.
got global reach. They're doing like YouTube marketing and social media, sure,
Mm.
but they also do like computer programming.
Wow.
Yeah, and get this, digital world coaching.
Digital world coaching. Okay, I'm intrigued.
Right. Their website is wild. There's pages for like a ton of projects and websites they're involved in.
Okay.
And they've got some pretty interesting names in there too, like Couponeer.
Couponeer.
Yeah. And Little Shark Software. And even one called Digital Realm Instructor.
Digital realm instructor. I mean, what does that even mean?
Right. So, you've had a chance to look over the site.
I have, yeah.
What's your take on our reflections so far?
Well, I think the most interesting thing is this blend of services, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they're not just doing traditional marketing, they're offering software solutions. And then you've got the educational element as well, the coaching and stuff. It's
Yeah.
like they're trying to be this like comprehensive digital partner, you know?
Yeah.
Not just a one-off service provider.
You two wonder who they're trying to reach.
Yeah, exactly.
Are they going after local Rwandan businesses,
Maybe.
international companies,
Possibly.
or even just individuals?
It's a really good question. And their website kind of suggests they're casting a pretty wide net.
Yeah.
I mean, they explicitly state they work with clients worldwide.
Wow.
So that's pretty ambitious.
Especially for a company based in Rwanda.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I mean, Rwanda is a country that is really making strides in technology. So it makes sense that a company like Owl Reflections would emerge from there.
Yeah, for sure. So we talked about this long list of projects and websites on their site.
Yes. Yes, we did.
And there were some, let's just say, unique names on there.
Yeah.
Let's start with Couponeer. Their site describes it as this rewarding web application for entrepreneurs and creatives
Right.
to boost sales.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds interesting.
What do you make of it?
Well, it sounds to me like they're leveraging the idea of gamification
Oh,
to kind of incentivize customer engagement,
Yeah.
right? And drive those sales. So instead of just offering like a discount,
Right.
they're turning the whole process of purchasing into a game, potentially.
Okay.
Users might earn like points or badges or even like compete against each other.
Okay. I'm starting to get it.
Yeah, and that makes the whole experience more engaging, right?
Yep.
And hopefully encourages people to come back and buy more.
So it's like a loyalty program,
Yeah.
but like on steroids or something.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm curious about the technical side of it. What kind of platform do you think this is running on?
It's hard to say for sure without more details, but knowing that they're experts in web development and programming, it's likely that it's a custom-built platform.
Really?
Yeah, which would make sense because it allows them to, tailor the features and functionality to their client-specific needs.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And speaking of custom built, let's move on to Little Shark Software.
Little Shark.
What kind of software are we even talking about here?
Well, that name, Little Shark, is interesting.
It is.
It kind of makes me think of something, agile and efficient.
Right.
Maybe even targeted towards a younger audience, like a more tech-savvy audience.
Okay.
And looking at the rest of Our Reflections portfolio,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if this software had some kind of social media component to it.
Like, what do you mean?
Well, maybe it's a tool for managing social media campaigns
Okay.
or analyzing social media data, something like that.
That would track with their digital marketing focus, right?
Yeah.
All right. Now for the one I've been waiting for, Digital Realm Instructor.
Yeah, Digital Realm Instructor.
What in the world does that even mean?
It's a very mysterious title, but, considering their focus on all things digital,
Right?
it could be a service where they provide, like, coaching, consulting on how to navigate the digital world.
Okay.
So maybe they're helping businesses learn to use social media effectively.
Right.
Or providing guidance on things like e-commerce,
Mm.
digital branding, that kind of stuff.
So it's like having a digital Sherpa
Exactly.
guiding you through the wilds of the internet.
Yeah. And I mean, you know how important digital literacy is these days.
Oh, yeah.
So this could actually be a really valuable service for businesses.
And individuals.
Yeah, for sure. It really shows that Our Reflections is, thinking beyond just providing tools. They want to equip their clients with the knowledge and skills to succeed.
So we've got a company that develops software, offers marketing services, and acts as a digital realm instructor. What else could they possibly do? Well, they also have this Our Reflections knowledge-sharing organization going on.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I was looking at that earlier.
What do you think?
It's interesting, right? It's like they're not just focused on profit. They also want to, like, empower people with knowledge,
Yeah.
which, is actually part of a growing trend.
Really?
Yeah, more and more businesses are incorporating these educational components,
Interesting.
partly to enhance their brand, sure,
Right?
but also to contribute to their community. 'Cause
Okay.
it's a good look for them.
Definitely. Speaking of education, there's also that Rwanda TVET Press
Right.
website
Right.
for those in, technical and vocational education and training.
Yeah, TVET. It's a big deal in Rwanda.
How so?
It's a central part of their economic development strategy.
Okay.
The government's put a lot of resources into promoting vocational skills, to give young people the skills they need for the job market.
Wow.
So by creating a platform like Rwanda TVET Press, Our Reflections is supporting that initiative,
Okay.
providing resources for students and professionals.
It's amazing. They've managed to weave together marketing, tech development, and education all in one company.
I know. It's almost like they're building a digital ecosystem
Yeah.
where each element kind of feeds into the others.
Really impressive stuff.
Very impressive.
But are there any challenges you think they might be facing?
Well, that's a great question and one we'll be diving into in the next part of our deep dive. Stay tuned.
Can't wait. All right, welcome back to the deep dive. Last time we were really digging into this unique company, Our Reflections.
Yeah, they're doing some pretty fascinating stuff.
They are. But we also kind of ended on this cliffhanger,
Right. About the challenges they might face going global.
Exactly. So let's jump right back into that. What do you think? What kind of hurdles could they encounter, being based in Rwanda but aiming for this worldwide clientele?
Well, one thing that comes to mind is, just to overcome preconceived notions
Oh, interesting. Okay.
about businesses coming from developing countries, right? Some clients maybe might have, concerns
Like what kind of concern?
about infrastructure,
Okay, yeah.
reliability, communication barriers even.
It makes sense. So how do you think they could address that?
Well, their website already does a pretty good job, honestly.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. They highlight their global clientele. They showcase those successful projects.
Okay.
But building trust is going to be key, right?
Right.
Transparency, consistently delivering high-quality work. That's going to go a long way.
Makes sense.
They could also, look into strategic partnerships
Oh, interesting.
with international organizations or even other businesses
Okay.
to kind of bolster their credibility.
So it's about proving that location doesn't equal limitation.
Yeah, exactly.
And let's be honest, their portfolio is already pretty diverse and impressive. Like that Rwanda TVET Press thing.
Right.
It makes me think they're not just chasing global clients, but really aiming to make a difference back home, too.
Absolutely. Providing those resources online,
Yeah.
for TVET students and professionals, that could be huge in Rwanda.
Yeah.
Really help bridge that gap between education and getting a job.
It's like you're building a talent pipeline.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
So I'm still stuck on this digital realm instructor thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's so vague.
Yeah.
Any new theories on what it could be about?
I was thinking about that earlier. It might be connected to their digital world coaching service. Maybe
Yeah.
it's like a more personalized approach to digital skills training,
Okay.
like one-on-one sessions with a digital realm instructor who guides you, whether you're an individual or a business,
Oh, interesting.
how to maximize your online presence.
Yeah.
Whether it's for personal branding, marketing, even creative stuff.
It's like a digital mentor.
Exactly, yeah. And considering how much, the internet impacts our lives these days,
Yeah,
that kind of guidance could be really, really valuable.
I like it. Okay, but let's not forget the more playful side of their projects.
Oh, right.
WhatsApp group links. That one caught my eye.
Yeah.
What could that be all about?
Well, WhatsApp is huge in Africa.
It is.
It's like the primary way a lot of people communicate. So it could be a way for Our Reflections to tap into that network.
Right.
Maybe it's a platform connecting businesses with potential customers
Okay.
through targeted WhatsApp groups, or even, a directory of groups organized by interests.
Interesting.
Make it easier for people to find their community online.
So another example of them adapting to those local trends
Yeah,
and using existing platforms in a really creative way.
exactly.
That experimental spirit, it's all over their content marketing too,
Mm-hmm.
right? Their blog covers a ton of different topics.
Yeah. But there's a focus on being practical.
That's true.
They're not just, throwing around buzzwords.
Right.
They offer actual advice and strategies.
Yeah, I remember reading their post on website design checklist for social impact. That was good.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
It shows they're thinking beyond just profits,
Right.
Like how can technology be used for good?
Yeah, they're not just a tech company. They've got a social conscience.
I like that.
And that could really resonate with a global audience, people who care about ethical and sustainable practices.
Speaking of resonating with an audience, they're also getting into online promotion with Promopod. Any thoughts?
Promopot. Sounds like a suite of tools for boosting online presence.
Okay.
Maybe it includes things like social media scheduling, content creation, even tracking campaign performance.
Okay.
Like a one-stop shop for managing all that.
So they're building a whole digital toolkit.
It seems like it, yeah.
Then there's the iBlink social network, a Rwandan social network. What could that even look like?
Yeah. iBlink, huh? Interesting name. Sounds, visual. Fast-paced. Maybe it's a platform for, short videos.
Oh, like TikTok.
Exactly, yeah. Or Instagram Reels. Tapping into that trend of visual storytelling.
That's a good point.
Especially popular with younger folks these days.
It'd be really cool if they're creating a space for Rwandan creators,
Yeah.
to share their stories, connect with a global audience.
It shows they're not just following trends, but, shaping them.
That's true. And then we have Everywhere Blogger, another one where we don't have a ton of info.
Right. Everywhere Blogger. I mean, the name suggests it's about streamlining the blogging process.
Okay, how's
And maybe it lets you write one post and publish it everywhere.
Oh, wow.
Your blog, your social media, even newsletters.
That would be amazing
Right?
for bloggers juggling all those different platforms.
Yeah, it's like they're reading their audience's minds.
They really are, anticipating needs before people even realize they have them,
It speaks to their deep understanding of the digital world.
and the challenges people face in it.
Exactly. They're not just offering services, they're offering solutions.
Our Reflections is truly a company full of contradictions. Local roots, but global ambitions. Playful, but with a real social conscience.
Yeah, I know.
Disrupting trends and embracing them all at the same time. But we've only scratched the surface.
We have.
There's still that mysterious Athena search engine to uncover.
Oh, yeah. Can't forget about that one.
So join us for the final part of our deep dive as we wrap things up and hopefully get some answers. Okay, so we're back for the final part of our deep dive into Our Reflections. I gotta say, I'm really looking forward to finally getting to this Athena's search engine thing.
Yeah, it's definitely been the biggest question mark throughout this whole exploration.
It has. The name itself, Athena's, it just, I don't know, it doesn't scream search engine to me.
Right, it's a bit of a head-scratcher. Makes you wonder if they're maybe targeting a specific niche or region with this.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Maybe even incorporating, local language or cultural elements into the search algorithm.
Could it be a search engine built specifically for Rwanda?
Potentially.
Or even like a broader East African audience?
It's possible. I mean, think about it. Those global search giants, Google, for example, as powerful as they are, they often struggle to provide truly localized results.
That's true.
So a search engine that understands the nuances of a specific region,
Right.
the language, the culture, it could offer a more personalized, more relevant search experience.
It'd be like having a search engine that speaks your language, literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
But creating a search engine from scratch, that's a huge undertaking.
It is, yeah. It really speaks to their ambition, their willingness to challenge the status quo. And it suggests they see a real need for this,
Yeah.
A more localized search experience, one that caters to Rwandans, maybe even a broader African audience.
Who knows? Maybe they've even found a way to make search more efficient or effective in general. Wouldn't be the first time a smaller company disrupted a tech giant.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's shift gears for a second.
Okay.
We've talked a lot about their projects, but what about their business model? How do they actually make money?
From what I can tell from their website, they've got multiple revenue streams going on.
Oh, okay.
They offer traditional marketing services, of course. They
Right.
develop software applications, and they even have a digital products section on their site,
Interesting.
suggesting they're selling digital tools or resources directly.
Smart move. Diversifying like that helps them weather any market fluctuation.
Definitely.
But it also makes them a more complex company to grasp,
It does, yeah. They're not just a marketing agency or a software developer or an educational platform.
Right.
They're all of the above.
And that hybrid model,
Mm-hmm.
it could be their secret weapon.
I think so.
Allows them to combine ideas and expertise from different fields. Create something truly unique and innovative.
Exactly.
Okay, before we wrap up, I have to ask about one last thing.
Okay.
Seeds of Love. It's listed in their website footer, right alongside things like Technology Blog and Rwanda TVET Press. What could that even be?
Seeds of Love, huh? Given their focus on social impact and education, it sounds like maybe a nonprofit initiative
Hmm.
or a social enterprise of some sort. The name itself, it evokes growth nurturing community.
Right.
So maybe it's a program that supports education for girls or empowers women entrepreneurs or promotes sustainable agriculture, something along those lines.
It's really cool to think about this tech company also sowing seeds of compassion and change in their community.
Yeah, it rounds out their image nicely. It shows they're not just about profit, they actually care about making a positive impact.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of Our Reflections, what are the key takeaways for our listeners?
I'd say the biggest takeaway is that Owl Reflections is a company that defies easy categorization. They're innovative, ambitious, and socially conscious, all at the same time.
It's really inspiring, honestly. Proves that even a small company from a small country can make a real difference on the world stage.
Exactly. Their story shows us that location doesn't have to limit your dreams, that technology can be a force for good, and that sometimes the most unexpected combinations can lead to groundbreaking results.
And maybe most importantly, they remind us to never stop being curious, to challenge our assumptions, and to always be open to new possibilities.
Because you never know what amazing things you might discover if you just dive in and explore.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Keep exploring, stay curious, and until next time, happy diving.